Hello everyone, how are we? How are we doing? My God, yes, I know it's me. Hiya, how is everyone? Not seen you for ages. I know I've not done a video for God, I think about 3, 4 weeks. So sorry for everyone that has been on my back to do a video. Not on my back, but sort of asking where, when, and when the next one is. So here it is. So I've got a few shout outs to say first of all. First of all to my American viewers, hi you guys, how are we all? Y'all doing? How y'all doing? Um, Especially to my sister Laurie. I hope you're doing okay, sweetheart. I hope you managed to watch these videos and keep up on what's going on in Ian World. Um, tell you best I can really. So, what it is yeah. So hi to Laurie especially. Also hi to Margie if you've dropped in. Hello, love you. Thank you so much for the last couple of weeks. I'll explain that in a minute to everyone. Um, yeah. So a big shout out to America, and then of course I've got my British people that watch. And first of all, I've got my carer, or is no longer my carer because she's left. Claire, why did you leave me? Why did you leave me? So Claire, hi, if you're watching this, hello Claire, how are we? Um, I'm really gutted that you've left them because I really thought that we sparked up just a really cool connection, and I know Kat really likes you as well. So that's always a big thing with Kat. Kat kind of gives you the seal of approval. You're all right. Um, so that was really nice. But like I say, she's the company that organised my care through my social care. Are basically just money grabbing pieces of shit. They're not interested in us, the clients. They're not certainly not interested in their staff. And the way they treat them is disgusting, and they are losing great carers because of it. And it's us that's suffering. Then it's not OBLs; it's us that suffer at the end of the day. They're bringing in all these foreign aid workers. Now you know how I feel about this anyway. I've gone on record as saying, I'm not so much left or right. I kind of like I go the realms of right and wrong. So that's a completely different video. But they're bringing in all these foreign workers, young girls. They've never done the job. They don't know what they're doing. You think about it in Britain, we look after our old, don't we? Or we're supposed to. But those that aren't well enough to look after themselves, like myself. Just for a car, hang on. Yeah. So yeah, the way they're treating their carers is just absolutely horrific. I've never known anything like it. And like I say, it's us that suffers. We're having substandard care, and you only have to see that if you look at the state of my fridges and cupboards and things. I can't do it. I can't keep on top of it. It's not fair to expect Kat to do it when she's here. To make sure that everything's done when she's disabled herself. She's really struggling. So. Uh, yeah, it's pretty shit, really. And the care it's very substandard. Um, and I think somebody somewhere's footing the bill, and it's probably the taxpayer. And as I still pay tax, I'm pretty peeved about that as well. Um, I'm almost in the mind frame now that I'm paying just have shit care. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be like when my MS becomes really bad. When I'm not able to do literally anything for myself, not be able to get out of my chair. That's kind of like where I'm at the moment. My MS is without a doubt getting worse. But I'll go back to that. As I said, I'm doing shout outs at the moment. So yeah, so that's a big shout out to Claire. Hiya, darling. Really gonna miss you, babe. Please keep in touch. Just drop me a text. Make sure you can see how you're doing. Maybe catch up for a drink or something. That'd be great. Because I thought we really got on, and I'm gutted that you've left. So to Claire, hiya, Claire, and goodbye, Claire. Then the next person I want to thank to is probably the most important person I want to thank this video. I'm hoping he watches this. And that's my little brother Johnny. Now, I have spoke at length about Johnny and my relationship. We've known each other, God, 10 years now, I think it is, maybe longer. So I think it's about 10 years we've known each other. And You know, when you instantly make a connection with someone, you know within about 2 minutes of speaking to them, you were going to be friends for life. Well, I had that with Johnny, and then when I moved to Plymouth, um, fortunately, we he was in my life, and he's just been solid all the way through for me. Um, when I feel really down, I think the world's against me. I think of the people that I have got in my corner, and I've got people like if I've got people like Jay in my corner, then they're the best person in the world. And I'll tell you another reason why having Jay in my corner is the best thing in the world. My brother Johnny turned round and has given me and Kat £1,000 to go on holiday this week. Gave us £1,000. Just don't want it back. Here's money. Go and make some memories. Um, I've never known anybody with that level of generosity. I've always felt that, not with Kat, this is so bar Kat, but every relationship prior to Kat. I mean, I've spoken about my ex, my ex-wives, my ex-relationships, and all I've ever done is put into those relationships, and I've never got anything back. With me and Kat, it's equal. It's we both put in the same amount. We both get out the same amount. She's been there for me. I've been there for her. That's what we do. Um, but to have Johnny in my life and for him just to turn around and be able to do something like that is just crazy. That's his savings. He could have gone on holiday, but he wants me and Kat to make memories while we can, because he's that kind of guy. He's just that level of generosity, basically. So yeah, so we're off to London this weekend, which is going to be nice. Um, yeah, so pottering off to London just as you do on May Bank holiday. Why not travel up on the Friday, coming back on the Sunday? Planning going Camden Market on Saturday. So I'm really looking forward to go back to Camden Town. I've not been for God, getting on for 25 years now. I'm trying to think when I did my training in London. It's getting on for a good 25, 30 years ago. That's crazy when I think about it. It's just crazy in time, isn't it? It's mad, isn't it? How time's flying. You think, oh God, I can't believe that was last week, or I can't believe that was last month. We're talking like 20 years of my life gone, just gone. And why have they gone? Because fucking was high or or drunk, more or nothing drunk, as you all know. Um, but um, I've never had anyone in my life do something like that. That level of generosity of go and make memories. I want you and Kat to have memories for when you're gone. Um, you know, I I have no words how I feel about that boy, and Kat as well. Um, he is such a very very important person in our life. And Johnny, if you're watching this video, mate, I wouldn't be here without you. I physically wouldn't be here without you. Last year you saved my life, boy. You saved my life, and for that, me and Kat will ever be in your debt, my friend. Um, and this new level of generosity is just crazy, and I can't believe that I'm going along with the madness. And I'll tell you why. I've been very, very ill. Me and Johnny had boys' night a couple of weeks ago, and we had Chinese. And when I was eating it, I was thinking to myself, there's something not right here. And I didn't trust my chef's judgment, and I finished it. And then I've had food poisoning since then. And if you look at me, look how white I am, and just like my eyes are solid. I just have been so ill. Um, I can't describe how ill I've been. It's literally been spewing out both ends. It hasn't stopped. Um, must have taken 50 Imodium, and still it's not stopping it from seeping out of every pore. Without being too graphic, the sweats, just basically my body trying to get this infection out. And the problem is that obviously the doctor was all involved because there was a huge amount of blood. One of the nights there was a lot of blood come out, so I thought, right, I've got to get myself to a doctor's. So I got myself to a doctor's, did the old, check the prostate, took bloods and everything, blah blah blah. Anyway, I get a phone call from the doctor 8 o'clock that night, or 8:30 that night. So that's crazy how many hours they work, the GPs, thinking about shortage of GPs, and no wonder we can't get to see a GP when they're working like 14, 15, 13, 14, 15 hours every day, 5 days a week. It's crazy. So anyway, my bloods had come back, and it was salmon. I'd had seafood poisoning and salmonella. Now, as you know, I don't know if you've ever had seafood poisoning, but oh my god, guys, I literally thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. The Sunday, I was just in a literally. You could have wrung the sheets out. It was just soaked. I was, it was coming out both ends. It was horrible. I've never been so ill. I'm just starting to get better now, and we're off to London on Friday. It's bloody crazy. So I'm hoping I'm going to be on top form for London, because I don't particularly want to be feeling how I'm feeling at the moment, because I just feel washed out. If I'm honest, guys. I mean, I look tired. I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking, my God, you look really tired, boy. So I am tired. I am so tired, but that's so tired you can't sleep tired. So I'm in that stage at the moment. So that's how poorly sick I've been. And then my latest big news, obviously, is Johnny, gifted us some money to just, it's his savings. His savings. He could have done something with those savings, and he's chosen to give them to me and Kat. I mean, guys, come on. I mean, would you love a friend like that? And I think everybody would, wouldn't they? I love a friend in having a friend like that in my life. Thanks very much. I love Johnny for everything he does, and I'm not talking about anything financial. I'm talking about the spiritual stuff that we have. We have such a great connection. We really are like brothers. I haven't. I tell you what, guys. I haven't had anyone like it. Actually, I just realised that's all right. Um, it's yeah, it's. I totally lost my thought there, because I thought I was flashing, which is quite worrying. Um, right, okay, I think we're okay. We'll soon find out if the video gets banned for obscene frontal nudity or something. Um, yeah, so yeah, Johnny, since Paul died, well, since Paul was killed, my God, getting on a few years now, coming up to 30 years. So I mean, as we all know, and I've discussed in videos, I've been into depth about my drug and alcohol abuse. Alcohol, especially, that was the one that really was, hardcore. Um, yeah, to be drunk pretty much every day for 25 years. You can't expect to do that and get away with it. And my body's obviously at a stage now where, anyway, yeah, my bloods came back that I had food poisoning. But my other bloods had come back. They'd done some electrolyte ones, and apparently my immune system is very, very low. Hence the reason that I'm struggling to get over food poisoning. Most people would be well back at work now, doing what they're doing, getting on and doing stuff, and I'm still on my arse, literally, unable to do an awful lot. Um, so I'm really relying on my carers at the moment. Kat's not around. Obviously, she's got things to do before we go away, important things to arrange. She needs to get as much rest as she can, because hardcore London is coming up. We're going to be doing some mad stuff, I think. Watch out for our first picture of the trip. I'm sure it'll be on there Friday. I'm hoping for something like maybe Leicester Square or something, or Trafalgar Square. We'll find some kind of landmark and stick it in the background. I'll see if we can guess where we are. We're in London. Yeah. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Really nervous. Obviously, it's new, not stuff that I do every day. Using the tube, stuff like that. We're staying at a hotel group that we stayed at before. So the last year when we went to Edinburgh, we stayed at Point A, and this year we're staying at Point A at King's Cross. Yeah, in King's Cross. So we get the train. We get the train on Friday morning. Get in early afternoon, and then we've got to transfer from Paddington to King's Cross. So we get that done. Get to the hotel, dump our stuff, go out and have a mooch. Get back, maybe come back and have a nap for an hour. Um, and then get dressed and go on out and get some dinner and find some trendy bars and get a few drinks and go and enjoy London. Thanks to my brother, who with his generosity, it would not be possible remotely. And he's made this happen single-handedly on his own. So Johnny, once again, my brother, thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you're doing for us. It's an amazing, beautiful thing, and I just think you're ace. So that's that. So I said hello to me Claire, I said hello to me boy Johnny, and big, huge thank you for what he's done. And then I've said hello to my sis, excuse me. Laurie, hi Laurie, how are you, sis? You're right. I'm not great, but I'm getting better. Yeah, so just sort of thought I'd do a heads up of what's going on in Ian World, and that's the latest. We're off for trips to London and stuff. I've been really, really poorly, but I'm better now. Oh, that reminds us, one more person. I can't believe I forgot, and that's my new adopted brother James. Hi, Jamesy. How are you, bro? Kat says I'm allowed, and as long as your brother doesn't mind. Another brother in the family. I'm happy to join. Yeah. So yeah, James is Kat's stepbrother, half brother, but they are so close, and she just absolutely loves James today. Like proper loves him like a brother. Um, and it's very much reciprocated. They're very fond of each other. I love that. I absolutely love they've got that friendship. Um, and and I just love him. He's the most generous man I've ever met. He's the most kindest, soft. Soft isn't just beautiful. When you're not soft as in it, like wussy. I mean, soft as in just there's something about him that's just draws you to him. He's just got a lovely warm heart. I think it is. And we've spent a little bit of time together, and I would absolutely love it for him to come down and just come and stay with us for a couple of days. So we can go out, we can go out a few drinks, we can go out for dinner, we can go out and do this, that, and the other, and hang out and stuff. And I would absolutely love that. So James, get your ass down here, son. If there's a possibility of moving down here, get moved down here because I would spend so much time with you. We would become me, you, and Johnny would be inseparable. We really, really would. We've become absolutely inseparable because I just think you're ace. So James, if you're watching the video, hey bro, how are you? You okay, man? And then finally, I've got to say hello. I don't know if Sai even watches these videos. Probably not really his thing. But Sai, if you're watching, hi bro, how are you, man? I hope you're well. Big shout out to Sai's barbecue as usual. Get your ass down to his restaurant on a Barbican. I had he did me for nothing just because I'm a decent. Well, I hope I'm a good friend to him. I class him as a very close friend. Haven't got very many, but he's one of them that I class along with Johnny, and coming up is James, young James. And then of course I got my darling Rachel, who we've just been friends forever, and she will always be there. And of course my dear friend Swain, who I just miss so very, very much. We were just inseparable at one point, and now it's just like, time and distance and everything. It's difficult, isn't it, guys? It's life, though. That's what life. You move on, and people move in your life, moving out of your life, and I'm starting to come to terms that 54 years. That's just the way of the world. It's not anything particularly different that I'm doing or not doing. Um, so but for who's in my life at the moment, I am forever grateful. I believe that the people in my life are going to be in my life now till the end. Absolutely, I completely believe that. I believe that the people I have in my life now will be coming to my funeral. Um, and also, I've got my lovely dear friend Carissa. So, Carissa, hi, darling. How are you? Hope you're watching my videos and doing all right. Hope Alby's good. Just everyone's fine. Everyone's okay and doing all right. Yeah, fingers crossed for you. Um, Things are tough for you, and you're doing all right. You're doing all right. So somebody hasn't told you that before. I'm telling you now, you're doing all right. Anyway, guys, I think that just wraps it up a bit, really. Just wanted to kind of tell you what's going on. So I've been very, very poorly. Still not great, as you can see. Look washed out, feel tired as hell. Um, I'm just going to go to London this year, so let's just do a crazy shit like that. Why don't we, Baker? Yeah, so, yeah, interesting, interesting. I'll do a video when we go out for London, tell you all about our trip and what we got up to and what we did and everything. And yeah, I think that was just the end of the video. So from Ian HQ, as it were, I will say hello, my darlings. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. And that is just about the end of it all, I think. So you take care, everyone, and goodbye.